Greenwich, at the site of the old Royal Naval College. These buildings were designed by Sir Christopher Wren in the 17th century, and this building was initially used as a home for retired seamen. From 1873 to 1997, it was used as the Royal Naval College for officers. After that, it became the University of Greenwich. This site is very important in regards to Tudor history, because this is the site of Henry VIII's Tudor Palace, and many significant events happened. As this plaque here details, on this site stood the Tudor Palace of Greenwich, built by King Henry VII. Henry VII destroyed the original palace of Placenta, which was also on this site, and built a red brick palace with 3 large courtyards, named it Greenwich Palace. And it was here where Henry VIII was born in 1491. His daughters, Queen Mary I in 1516 and Queen Elizabeth I in 1533. It was also where he married Catherine of Aragon in 1509, shortly before his coronation, and he married Anne of Cleves in 1540, his 4th wife. Henry VIII used this palace for the first 20 years of his reign. It was his favoured residence. He was close to the countryside where he could excel in his passion for hunting. He could also keep an eye on shipbuilding. He was close to his naval dockyards at Woolwich, which is approximately 4 miles east from Greenwich in a direction which I'm pointing. You can see the Millennium Dome at North Greenwich, but it'd be further along there, probably about 3 miles east of there. Henry VIII could also keep an eye on warship building at Deptford, which is over on the southern bank where the camera is pointing now. So he could keep an eye on or monitor progress on shipbuilding. He also built all the construction of royal armouries west of the palace, also in that direction, and that's where he would use armour to give presents to European leaders. He'd also use it for his own armour. He was passionate about jousting, and it was here also where Henry VIII built a tilt yard in around 1511. Sorry, no, it wasn't. It was around the early part of his reign, between 1511 and 1516. And the tilt yard, which is where jousting took place, was behind this building and extended across the Romney Road, the new Romney Road, to Queen's House, which is the building which I'm highlighting now. Here, Henry VIII engaged in took part in a lot of jousting tournaments. One in particular was the one in 1536 in January, when he had a bad accident and was unconscious for 2 hours, and it caused a panic crisis for them 2 hours. They also believe that was the cause for Anne Boleyn having a miscarriage, and 2 months after that she fell out of favour with Henry VIII, unable to provide a male heir. Henry VIII was desperate to extricate himself from the marriage, and she was charged with treason. Historians, and here where 3 years after she gave birth to Queen Elizabeth, who later become Queen Elizabeth I, 3 years after she gave birth to her, Anne Boleyn was arrested, taken on a barge, and she was escorted down to the Tower of London, where she was executed in 1536. So this is an important part of Tudor history. Recently, I think in one of these buildings, there, we're close to the Painted Hall. I think it's the building where I'm pointing to. There, the archaeologists have found remains of the Tudor kitchen. So at one point, hopefully, people will be able to come here and view what remains of Henry VIII's Tudor Palace at Greenwich. Also in the visitor centre there are some artefacts which originate from the palace. There's also a stained glass window which has been recreated from the original stonework from the palace, and it bears the arms of Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn. When Anne Boleyn was pronounced Queen of England on the 12th of April 1533, Henry ordered the stripping of all emblems relating to Catherine of Aragon, his first wife, and replacing them with the emblems of Anne Boleyn. And in the visitor centre you can see a stained glass window. The stained glass is modern, but the stonework in which the stained glass is encased comes from the Tudor Palace here at Greenwich.